up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my on-the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is 10 o'clock here. I'm going to get this done, and then I'll be ending the night with my Love and Marriage DC. But you guys, it's a lot going on in the Love and Marriage Huntsville social media streets right now. Because before last night's episode aired, it's been a lot happening that doesn't even connect to this episode. Now, I was able to discover bits and pieces from other people who covered it. Apparently, it was an altercation between Marceau and Martell, and possibly Miss Wanda versus Melody and Martell. Now, from what I was able to watch, from all the clips that I've seen, a little bit of Melody's live, because Melody's live was only like a couple of minutes, and Miss Wanda's live was over 11 minutes long. But to me, this probably stemmed from Miss Wanda's latest live about their children. Now, I watched Stormi's live as well, and she said the same thing. Her mom was in the background pretty much saying where the problem probably started on Facebook Live. Now, they can't say anything because that episode hasn't aired yet. Maybe they were filming the second part of the season, but that is circulating everywhere. Now, Miss Wanda, let me let you know this right now. What you just said in your live and your other live you tried to cover up with, you're still saying the same thing. You are questioning the paternity of the youngest child of Mel and Martell. And I feel like that's what is going to start the cause of everything. But more will come about for what's going to happen with this story. But this is getting a little out of hand for Miss Wanda to keep on. In every live, she has an obsession of male. And she always brings up what male don't have, want to have. And it's not even cool to this point. And you keep bringing up their children. This already happened the last time you brought up their kids. You want to do this again? But let me get on with the rest of this review. I just wanted to let that be known because it's a lot happening and I don't like it at all. I don't. And here I am about to start off with the main person who I do believe be starting a lot of the mess is Miss Wanda. We're back with Miss Wanda starting a lot of shit at Jalen's housewarming. Kimmy said, listen, you can be on any energy that you want, but don't be calling us no bitches. Jalen had to come in and say, there will be no calling no bitches in my house, especially not my mother. Now, Miss Wanda felt like Kim was coming at her. No, I never called you at all. You came here with this energy. You started off with me. And I'm letting you know that we'll be calling us no bitches. At that point, Kim, you should have escorted her ass out. Because she disrespecting your son and she disrespecting everybody else. Now, Tisha could do whatever she wants to do, stand in the corner and grin all she wants to. But no. I wouldn't tolerate this shit. I wouldn't tolerate this shit at all. She would have been escorted out. Now, Miss Wanda wants to stand firm on what she said. By the same point in time, Kimmy is standing on what she said. Okay, be on your energy, but there will be no bitches up in here. I'm not going to repeat myself. Then Miss Wanda want to apologize, but like I said, that's neither here nor there. Marcel is tired of Miss Wanda because this should not even been happening. This is not fair to Jalen, and he deserves better. And to see that Tisha is not doing nothing about it, it's causing a lot of people to be offended by Miss Wanda. And you was right. So everything is pretty much all on Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda pretty much be the start of all of the rumors, all of the heightened energy, because she takes what she hears from the social media streets and she brings it to everybody. And it doesn't help her daughter, and it doesn't help her daughter's marriage, that she keeps on heightening up what she hears, because she said everything she hears on the street, she's going to believe it, right? So Marceau said, pretty much Miss Wanda is the cause of what's happening in my household. She sneaks into my household, she pollutes my household, and now my household is questioning me. Because she brought it to Tisha that Tisha didn't know about him going to Atlanta with a friend. But we all know that because her look on her face that she didn't know. And Miss Wanda wanted to put the battery in her back so she could pull up on Marceau and get an explanation. So Maurice can understand what position he's in, and that Miss Wanda do need to stop. Her toxic ways is affecting everybody. So at that point, Marceau felt like he don't need to be questioned by anybody or what he needs to be accountable for. The only people that needs to be accountable for what he do is his 3 children. And he wants to not leave his wife unprotected about what's happening. But in my eyes, Marceau, you are still leaving Tisha unprotected. You don't reassure her of what's happening. You play on it. You just be like, word gab. You go around the mulberry bush to tell her nothing, but to keep her in a position where she doesn't have to question you anymore for this particular reason. But other than that, it's just been Maurice and Marceau talking about the Atlanta trip coming up. Now, Maurice advised Marceau to get a handle on this. You need to dip it in the bud so that she don't feel like it's going to be anything other than what happened on the last Atlanta trip. Now, we don't know what happened, but we do know kind of what happened in a way. You know, there were a lot of things happening on that Atlanta trip that, oh, this happened, oh, this happened, oh, this happened. But Marceau don't want to do it. He wants to just leave it all into Teacher, trust me. He doesn't want to give her no reassurance, don't want to let her know. But in hindsight, he doesn't want to have a conversation about it because even if she tells him, I don't think you should go, he's going to go anyway. Just like how he wanted to go to Africa, she didn't want him to go by himself, i.e. he still went. So at this point, he's just going to do what he wants to do. Go all the way around, not communicating with his wife about what's going on so that way she doesn't look confused and questioning and panicking about what's going to happen if I allow him to go on this Atlanta trip. Not so much of an allow because Marceau runs that house. He knows what to say, where to say, what to do, what not to do, and everybody follows behind. Because it's his way or the highway. And to me, Maurice did not look surprised that he told Marceau about this Atlanta trip, meaning that Maurice wasn't as surprised that he heard about it. He knew about it already. Mel is excited about her upcoming skincare line event, and her mom came over to help her. Her mom is very proud of her. Also, looking at her pictures, ones that was done tastefully, one that was done good, and then we go back to the original picture that Mel had about serving up her skincare line, where she's wearing this white bodysuit and she was showing a little bit of her thighs and her butt. It was a very cute picture. But basically, it's the same thing that Mel has been on this entire time. Positive energy. I'm only inviting people that I feel is going to be positive. I'm leaving all the negativity in the past. As well as leaving all the negativity in the past, I'm also leaving my name in the past. I'm changing my last name. So her mom is on board with her name change. Has she spoken to her children? She did, and she gave them the conversation about what happens when a man and woman get married and what happens when a man and woman get divorced. I do believe the kids will be keeping their last name because, of course, that's their father's last name. I don't think she wants to take that from them. But for her, she wants her own name back. So she wants to be recognized as who I used to be. I'm getting back to a new me. I'm getting back to my new line of what I want. I'm just getting back to being me. And I love that. Get back to being you. Kimmy and Tiffany, they meet up, have a conversation. Tiffany thanked her for inviting her to the housewarming. Kimmy said, you're welcome. Did your boys play? Did they win? No, they didn't win. And she wants to know how was the rest of the night. The rest of the night was cool, but it got a little bit left. I wanted Stormi and Destiny to have a conversation, and that went all the way left until Destiny actually left. Really, what happened? Well, it came to the point where they both agreed to have a conversation, but it led to Destiny mocking Stormi. Now, it wasn't just her mocking Stormi, Kimmy. It was her being condescending towards her. So basically, Kimmy wants everybody to be on one accord. But she wants one person to be the bigger person to open up that conversation and let it be an understanding from both parts. But I also feel like, Kimmy, when it comes down to wanting someone to be the bigger person, you have to also recognize that the other party doesn't want to be the bigger person. The other party wants to be on some, oh, woe is me, AIE Destiny. Because I didn't like the fact that you wanted to place both Destiny and Stormi inaccountable for how the conversation went left. No, it went left because of Destiny. Just from that point, I'm going to leave it alone. So basically, Tiffany wants to know what's been going on with Kimmy. Kimmy passed her brokerage exam, and she has a brokerage license. Her and Maurice will be starting a brokerage company. So considering the fact that she's working side by side with her husband, Tiffany wants to know, how does that work? Do you guys work out a lot, you know? When she was in corporate America, she worked a lot of hours and Maurice didn't. But now since Maurice is an entrepreneur, he's working a lot more and Kimmy wants more quality time. Then it gets to Tiffany. Tiffany really wants a baby and Louis don't. Because her and Louise, oh my God, Louis, Jesus, are about to be empty nesters soon and she's trying to fill a void. But she doesn't know how to carve out time to spend time with her husband, but she's contemplating on how to carve time to have a baby. But if you want to carve out time to have a baby, you should be able to carve out time with your husband. Basically, it's all within what the conversation was. They were supposed to work really hard for 4 years to get their family in a better situation, and then they'll have a conversation about having more children. But she's on birth control right now. So what she can do is get another form of birth control or leave it out and they try for a baby. I don't think Louis wants a baby. And I don't think Tiffany wants a baby as well. I just think Tiffany doesn't know what else to do. I think that her and Louis have lost their spark, their romance, because they've been so busy. So they're having a hard time getting back to that. And basically, you want to start all over, you can. But Kimmy said, I don't think you can do that if you want to make time for this. But that was it. And also, she's going to be going to Utah, Alabama to discover more information about her biological father with Melody. Now, with that, it's kind of like, oh, wow, really? Yes. But even if I was to do that and I want to come home and spend time with my husband, he's going to be going towards the Atlanta trip. Now, Kimmy is just figuring out what to do about this Atlanta trip because it was the first time that she heard about it at the party. And she feels like whenever we're in this group, nothing sets. We are always in the middle of something still lingering. And then when we try to get into a place where it's calm, cool, something else comes up. I feel like, well, Kimmy, the reason why you want things to settle because you don't want us to keep on talking about this picture. And you don't want us to talk about what could have happened on the Atlanta trip. So you don't want us to keep on bringing up this Atlanta trip. But I do feel like Kimmy is preparing for what's going to happen when she do allow Maurice to go on this Atlanta trip. And Maurice will figure out what's going on and then let her know. And then we're getting to girls trip. How Tiffany doesn't really like girls trip and neither does Kimmy. It depends on who you're going with. If you have a certain type of group that you can have a good time, you can have fun, there's no issues, then that's a girls trip. But Kimmy don't want to go on a girls trip with these ladies because there's drama and she doesn't want to be in the middle of all of it. Martell. Martell is in a tutoring session to get his builder's license. Brava, okay? He has admitted that he has been dependent on everybody who has a builder's license where he can have success, and it didn't work. So now he wants to get his own success, and he needs to figure out how to get his own builder's license. So the tutor wanted to know what is his passion behind wanting to get your builder's license. He has some floor plans next to him of a house that he wants to build, but he does not have the builder's license. So she tells him, keep that same passion. That's going to help you move forward into passing this test. Now, what was your issues in the past of you not being able to pass the test? Well, he took the test 7 years ago, and he studied his ass off and didn't pass. So he held off with going for it again. Then when his wife took the test and passed, he wanted to hop on her. But then they got divorced. So now he has no builder's license. So basically, she's trying to help him come up with strategies in order for him to pass. And then she gives him pretty much the key of it. You need to get at least a 65% to pass to get your builder's license. That's about 26 questions to get right out of 40. So basically, all you got to do is just focus on remembering to answer at least 26 questions right to pass. Now, he said he's not a good test taker, and he was so focused on remembering everything. But the fact that he just needs to remember enough to pass at least 26 questions to pass, then it's going to be extremely helpful for him to pass and get his builder's license. Good for you, Martell. Proud of you. Mel is getting ready for her launch for her skincare line. And then we see Bondi Blue in the building. My favorite YouTuber, the one who inspired me to start my YouTube channel. She was in the scene. Now, I followed her story and all the pictures she put on Instagram that she was there when it happened. But I couldn't believe that she was going to be in the scenes. And when she was right there between Kimmy and Tiffany, I said, oh, that's Bondi Blue. Hi, Bondi. And they showed her more than once throughout this scene. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for her. Oh, yeah. I was so excited. I didn't even know what else to say after that because I was just so happy that she was there. I couldn't pay attention to what else happened. But Kimmy and Tiffany are there just congratulating Mel. This is a great night. Kimmy, in my opinion, wanted to bring up that the last time she was at a skincare event for Mel, Tisha was there and Tisha got escorted out. I was like, Kimmy, why did you have to bring that up? What was your point of bringing that up? Why are you trying to be negative? Throughout the rest of this episode, Kimmy got on my nerves. I didn't like that she wanted to bring up what happened last time. But Tiffany was also in the mindset of, I wish everybody was here. We could celebrate, but it's not going to work like that, Tiffany. I know that you wish in a perfect world everybody would come together and support one another, black excellence and success, but at the same point in time, love one another from a distance, support from beyond, you know what I'm saying, from afar. So we see Stormi comes in. She looks great. And they both talk. Stormi and Tiffany talk about when was the last time they seen her. You should have been here at the housewarming. It was really interesting. Yeah, I heard you. Destiny had a conversation that really didn't go nowhere. Yes, but at the same point in time, I am done with that. Overdone. I'm not gonna give it no energy. It is what it is. So Kiki walks in. Hey, Kiki. She says hello to Kimmy, Tiffany. Then she says hi to Stormi. Now, Stormi already had a look on her face where she really didn't want to be next to Kiki. And when she introduced herself, she said, hi, do you remember me? My name is Kiki. I am Tisha's cousin. You remember me? Yeah, kind of. Okay, so hey, what's up? How you doing? So basically, Stormi said in her confessional that she really is not trying to vibe with Kiki, even though she is Melody's friend. She's gonna respect that, but the way that she talked about her family member in that setting, she don't think that she should get to know her or like her or be around her. Now, I understand what you mean, Stormi, about how you don't want to fool with somebody who will throw their family under the bus like that. But I also felt like, what did that have to do with you? That wasn't, you're not friends with Tisha like that, so why would you feel away? I get your reasoning, I get your understanding about it, but I felt like your energy towards Kiki was a little bit off, was a little bit off-putting, was a little bit rude, and I felt bad. I also felt bad that throughout that time, I don't think that anybody wanted to be around Kiki, especially Kimmy. I felt like Kimmy was still surprised that Kiki was invited. I'm like, why is she surprised that Kiki is invited? So then, of course, Kiki felt the snub, she felt the shade, and she said, was it me? Did I do something? I'm just saying, what's the problem? I felt a little bit of shade there. Tiffany could peep again because she was right there when Stormi just danced around, danced away from the conversation. I'm like, wow, Stormi. I didn't like that at all. So obviously, Kimmy's wanting to know what's going on. The energy was right. Now the energy is right. No, because I felt like I got a little bit of shade. From who? From Stormi. Now, Stormi wanted to dance so she can sit down because she said her feet hurt. Okay, Stormi. So she's like, listen, in the day, I felt the energy. And I wanted to know, was there a problem? When I first met you, I thought everything was cool. It was nice meeting you. I didn't think that it would be a problem the second time around meeting you. Did I miss something? Did I offend you? What was happening? Storm was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. I thought that Stormi would have had the same energy that she had in her confessional to let her know what it was. But the fact that she's wanted to make it seem as if Kiki was being a pest, being a bother for wondering, like, it wasn't like how it felt. It was like for what it was. You shaded me for what I don't know why. I didn't do anything to you. That's why I was kind of like, Stormi, what was that? I didn't like that at all. And even though it wasn't a big deal, but it still was kind of like that was an unwarranted energy for somebody that you don't even know like that. So then we see Melody. She came in with her kids. They all looked amazing. And she talked about what the name of her skincare line was, how it meant to her, how it meant to her children. They support her. They're so proud of all of her hard work. So everything that she do it for her kids so they could be good and set up right. Then of course we see where she had like a table where everybody could test the product out. Then we see a milk bath where everybody could come in and smell the product and everything. So then Mel went on to talk about what type of friend that she was, And while telling everybody what type of friend that she is, she's all about self-care. I'm all about giving love. Tiffany said, I love the fact that Mel keeps it 100 of what type of friend that she is. So right now, I want to be a great friend to her as she's been to me. I do not want to be on the hit list of what Destiny, Tisha, and Martell was on. So Melody gave everybody a hug, and then she can tell that there was no positive energy. This isn't positive. It's better be positive. Oh, no, it is. And then she said, y'all better not have that same energy at the Valentine's Day event. Not over here, not at my shit, okay? So then Kiki went to have a sidebar conversation with Kimmy. Kimmy said, do we have to? She said, yes, we do. So the conversation was about pretty much how Kiki got pulled in to the mess of what happened in the Christmas party that Kimmy told Tisha about, right? So Kimmy wanted Kiki to understand that you don't believe you said anything negative. No, not really. You don't think so? No. I never said anything slanderous. I never said anything negative about her. I mean, well, I felt like you did. And I felt like, you had a conversation about Marceau's infidelities. No, Kimmy. No, she didn't. And I'm happy they played the tape because I felt like Kimmy wanted to blame Kiki about what happened, and she's not taking accountability as to how it blew up from this point. You told Tisha before that you had to play it up and set it up that you did not mean what you meant at the reunion. If you guys weren't in-laws, y'all wouldn't be friends. But I would rather go through all of the hell for us to be friends because I love you so much. You had to tell her that first. Then say, oh yeah, I was also at Kiki's Melody's Christmas party. You were not there, but Kiki was there, which is a surprise to them, right? But, and then Kimmy wanted to say it's all on tape because Kiki felt like what they said in that setting was in confidence, meaning I am explaining what I am talking about with Tisha, but it's nothing to be said in a bad way, and it doesn't need to be transformed into a bad way. But Kimmy immediately went and told Tisha about it, which blew up what was said because I don't believe that Kiki said anything that was wrong. All she said was that her and Tisha have had conversations about the old rumors, the first rumors that came about before the rumors on this show. So that was the conversation. Nowhere did Kiki said that me and Tisha have had a conversation about Marcel's infidelities. When Kimmy said that, I said, you're lying. That's not what she said. I don't know what more happened in that scene. I don't know what there was chopped and edited, but in that scene, when Mel asked, was there anything before then? She said, yeah, there were things already happening before, and me and Tisha have had plenty of conversations about her and Marcel's relationship. That's what she said. And it could have been towards anything. But if it was the rumors about Marcel's possible cheating, then that was the conversation. But it never was a confirm that we had conversations about Marcel's cheating. No. That's what Kimmy wanted Kiki to say that's what you did. But that wasn't what she did, Kimmy. And of course, the way it was brought to her is how it got to this point. Now, when Kimmy said that she did not run and tell Tisha, she did not call and tell Tisha, either way, Kimmy, semantics. You still told Tisha. And Tisha told her mother, and her mother went to Kiki. Somewhere in that, everything got placed on Kiki being the main one who had a whole conversation about Tisha when it wasn't the case. So obviously, and then we get to the fact that it's such a surprise that Kiki has been around. When she was invited to the Christmas party, it was such a surprise because Kimmy said, I've been around for 4 years and you haven't been around. You know why? Because I did not want to come between Tisha and Mel's relationship. I already know they were going back and forth. I did not want to be in the middle of choosing because I want to still keep my friendship with Mel, but also want to keep my loyalty to my cousin. So I was stuck in a predicament and I just stayed away. And Kiki provided the receipts that she was invited to very prominent events throughout the show that Mel invited her to. But she always made an excuse to not come because she wanted to be loyal to Tisha. And she realized, I'm done with that. I think I can still be loyal to my cousin and keep my friendship that I've had longer than Tisha's had with Mel. So I didn't like the fact that Kimmy wanted to look down upon Kiki for being invited anywhere if she's never seen her. Because, Kimmy, if you feel like you know as much as you say you know from Tisha, there must have been something Tisha never told you or you never paid attention to that Kiki was around before. Way before. Kiki already did the whole timeline about how much she knew Mel, how long she knew Mel, all the way into this point. And then, of course, you already know how it is when you're dealing with someone like Tisha, because you dealt with it when Tisha got mad that you kept the friendship with Mel when she was on the outs. But Kimmy is really trying to solidify an alliance with Tisha so she doesn't be on the outside on Tisha's wrath again. So she wants to say, I am trying to be in a place where I love her and I want to keep a relationship with her. And you think that you can just come and say this, thinking that because we're not in a good place, I can say this and not say nothing? Really? That's not what it's supposed to be. But Kimmy, what I don't like is the fact that you're trying to make it seem as if Kiki was looking for a way to bring us something about Tisha. She wasn't. And I don't like the fact you want to now say because I am trying to move forward in my space with Tisha, I don't want to go back and forth with her cousin. Do you know why you're going back and forth with her cousin, Kimmy? Because you went and told Tisha what Kiki said. So that puts you in the middle going back and forth with her. I didn't like that at all. I really didn't like that. And I didn't like that Kimmy did not want to give Kiki the space of understanding. She didn't give it to her. So obviously nothing got resolved. Nothing. So from that point, we are ending it with the Scotts. They all have a one-on-one dinner. The last time they all got together was when Maurice and Kimmy wanted to check more so about the picture. So they haven't had a conversation since then, especially not at Jalen's dinner, because at Jalen's housewarming, it was a mess. Tisha was like, what happened? Your mama. Oh, I thought something else happened. No, your mama was the main event, okay? So obviously, they're wondering what we're going to do about her. Kimmy said we can ban her. That didn't work. Remember what happened last time we tried to ban her? So basically, your mama did too much, okay? And Tisha still don't want to admit that her mom did too much because, like she said, I cannot control a grown-ass woman. I can't control a person. No, you can't control a grown-ass person, Tisha, but you can't set boundaries, and you don't want to do that. I don't know why. Is your mama that hard of telling you that she can do what she wants to do? And you feel like, no, mama, no. Mama, I love you, but you're doing too much, okay? And then, I forgot to say it, I'm going to say it now. Marceau is on the hook for paying for something for Miss Wanda, and at this point, he damned if he do, damned if he don't. Because I wouldn't pay a damn thing for her. Nope. And Kimmy didn't even think that it was going to go down like this. Kimmy, have you not been here? You know Miss Wanda act a fool. Why are you not trying to say that I didn't think it would go down like that? I thought it would have been cool. Good night, Kimmy. I'm sorry, Kimmy, you really did not. You're my bad side right now. Even with you trying to, like, you're pretty much giving Miss Wanda a pass for acting that way in front of your child, in front of your son at his housewarming. She disrespected the house. Like, I just can't get through that in my mind. Basically, we're at the point where Marceau is pretty much throwing out anybody who's going to disrespect and threaten his family. You know what I'm saying? And he said that, I'm going to be at anybody who wants to come in my family. Now, T said he's going to have to get over that because we're going to my mom's house to test her food because we're going to be providing money for the food truck. He said, no, we're going to be praying. Kimmy said, I know you tend to talk slick, but you're going to be writing checks. And Tisha said, yeah, we're going to be writing checks. So basically, this was Kimmy's way of trying to talk about Kiki because she said that, what did I write? Oh, right. So this is when Kimmy brought up the conversation she had with Kiki at Mel's event. And she felt like Kimmy was wrong. Kiki was wrong with what she did. And everybody agreed. Yes, she was wrong. She was wrong. But I don't feel like what Kiki did was wrong. She didn't confirm nor deny anything. She said what everybody else already was hearing. And that's what Kiki said. I was talking about what everybody else was already discussing. But it was on camera. That was the problem. But I feel like, Kimmy, we are in a reality show. And things are happening throughout the season. We're going to talk about it. So Tisha said she's done everything she can to fix the relationship. So she wants to know from Kimmy, what advice can you give me? She said, I don't know because I don't deal with that. But what I do know, I don't think I can hang around with something like that because that's family. So before Kiki felt, so Kiki felt that Marceau and Tisha went behind her back and told Mel and Martell her personal business, right? They said that they were in a bad position, that they had to tell her personal business to Mel and Martell. Otherwise, they would have been bad friends. So, don't know what it was. I don't believe it's bed bugs because Kiki said there were no bed bugs. There were none. But Marceau don't believe that Tisha should have apologized for it. I wouldn't apologize for it. But I want to know what was so personal and what was so urgent that you had to tell Martell and Mel about Tisha's cousin. So Maurice said he understood, where Tisha was coming from, but that's still your cousin. You viewed her like a sister. You don't think that you would have not told them her personal business? But then, of course, Kimmy felt like, well, since we're all hanging around one another, I think that at that time she thought that we were going to have a camaraderie one another, that she could tell me things if we were in a bad place that I would be okay with engaging in that conversation. But I'm not going to do that. I would never be in a good place. I would never be in a position of being in any type of space with somebody that I can be engaging in a conversation or listening to a conversation. I say, Kimmy, good night. Good night, Kimmy. Because you did not say nothing when that conversation was happening, but you stayed listening, though. But you wanted to clean your part by telling Tisha what happened, but still did not say anything. You said that Kimmy, if Kiki felt the way, she should have said something. But I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it again. I don't feel what Kiki said was wrong. All she said was there were rumors already lingering in their marriage, and she had to look beside her marriage. She never confirmed nor denied that there were already there already a indiscretion, there was already a cheatation going on. No. All there was a conversation about the rumors that was happening. Nothing was confirmed nor denied, Kimmy. So I don't know why Kimmy is making it seem as if Kiki was already ready to talk about Tisha, knowing that Kimmy was in a bad place with her and that she'll be down to have this conversation. That wasn't what Kiki was on. But she wanted to let her know it wasn't what she said, it was the company. Whatever, Kimmy. So Marceau got me so confused. He said that Melody told Kiki about an infidelity about him, which led to Tisha. Melody told Kiki about Marceau. Kiki told Tisha about Marceau, but made it as if Tisha came to Kiki about Marceau. I said, what? What the hell? So you're trying to tell me that Melody told Kiki about you, Kiki told Tisha, but the way it was presented, it made it seem as if Tisha was the one who came to Kiki with this information. But it wasn't that. It was based off of Mel bringing that information to Kiki and Kiki turning it around and make it seem as if Tisha had that information. I'm so confused at that point. That makes no fucking sense. So they're trying to make it seem as if it was told by Melody and that it was turned around to make it seem as if Tisha told Kiki. It's all confusing, but it's all putting Mel in the blame of it all. So Marceau believes that Melody used Kiki as a puppet to talk about old rumors brought up by new rumors based off of old rumors. So basically, you're pretty much admitting to what Kiki said. She said that they had conversations about the rumors. That's what she had the conversation about, Marceau. But the way you're wording it is confused. It's making my brain hurt. It's like you're trying to make it seem as if Mel was already lurking in the shadows to tell Kiki about her cousin. No. Whatever. So, I don't know what the hell he meant. And he said he treated Lewis and Martell differently because they can have a disagreement. When it came to Kiki, don't come for me. Otherwise, I'm going to come after you. What do you mean you came at Martell and Lewis differently? To me, you didn't get Martell shit. You came at Lewis hard because Lewis caught your ass. Lewis called your ass out and you couldn't take it. Let's be clear. So he understands if it was a retaliation from Martell, yes. He does have grace for Wanda. He has grace for Martell. No grace for Melody. No grace for Miss Van. And no grace for anybody that comes after his family. What did Miss Van do to you? And what do you mean grace for Miss Wanda and grace for Martell? Martell was the one who said you had the 20 women. And Miss Wanda keeps bringing up the rumors about you. You just said earlier in this episode, Miss Wanda is the start of all the rumors. She brings up the rumors and makes it a whole bigger mess. Now you're giving her grace? Okay, Marcel, this lets me know Martell knows where the bodies are buried, and Miss Wanda knows where the bodies are buried too. That's what that gives me. Because why you want to give grace to the two main people, including yourself, is the cause of what's happening in your marriage right now. And again, what did Mel do to you? What did Miss Van do to you? That was pretty much the end of the episode. I have a headache because I just felt like that made no sense to me. Placing Mel at the blame. Okay, fine. You know what, y'all? That's all I have. Please stay tuned for the next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.